In the first half of this year, Vivo released the X100 Ultra, which was dubbed the telephoto Thanos by major mobile photography enthusiasts after a very short time of the release. Those of you who are familiar with our channel may know that we also reviewed this phone in depth 6 months ago. Looking back, its presence in mobile imaging is still undeniable. It also remains the flagship phone with the best overall telephoto photography capability. Although the phone left me with a profound experience back then, this time in 2024, the vivo X200 series is also excellent of a different kind. You may not believe it, but when the vivo X200 series was first released in the Chinese market, the reason why people bought it was because they wanted to watch concert with it more than anything else. Because it can take HD pictures of singers or musicians and the stage from a distance. But after using them, I think it's not just the picture that makes it great, it's very powerful in every way. It's more like a complete player. In this video, we have the standard version and the vivo X200 Pro. So what are the differences between them? Let's start with the screen. The X200 features a full equal depth macro curved screen, while the X200 Pro has a slightly larger, full equal depth curved screen with a great hand feel. The X200 Pro appears to be slightly larger and heavier than the X200, likely due to its massive camera module. About their camera modules, both the X200 and Pro keeps Vivo's previous style with the same circular design. In the Pro's camera module, the three cameras are arranged vertically with the familiar blue Zeiss logo in the middle. The metal brushing around the lens not only enhances the texture, but also makes the entire phone look more high-end. We noticed that although the overall camera module of the Pro is thicker than the standard version, the mechanical watch-like decorated ring makes it less intrusive, so it doesn't affect the feel that much. The X200 also has a metal brushing, which makes it feel smoother in the hand and very comfortable to hold. The touch of the back material of the two phones is also quite different. The Pro has a matte feel, while the other feels smoother. However, neither collects fingerprints easily. In terms of appearance, if you prefer a phone that fits comfortably in one hand, the X200 might be more to your liking. But if you want a larger screen and a more immersive experience, the X200 Pro is undoubtedly the better choice. As a mobile imaging enthusiast, I still remember the 200 megapixel Zeiss APO periscope telephoto on the vivo X100 Ultra. Without exaggeration, it is the strongest telephoto lens in the phones. I'm happy that X200 Pro has perfectly carried this feature over. Of course, the 85mm portrait focal length and macro shooting capability are also here. The Pro's main camera and ultra-wide angle also perform very well. We can see its specs here. The X200 is slightly behind the X200 Pro in imaging specs. In use, the Pro's telephoto performance is as excellent as ever. The Zeiss 200 megapixel APO super telephoto lens has outstanding clarity and detail capture ability when shooting from distance. Especially at 20x and above, after processing the details of the edge, the overall look will be clearer and more delicate. The colors are also bright and the picture has a strong sense of layers. I'm watching a grand show now, and even if I'm in the last row, but as long as I enable the unique stage mode of the X200 Pro, I can also get a clear stage view like the front row. The 3x optical zoom of the vivo X200 will go through digital cropping, but even so, we can see that the image still maintains high clarity. The texture of the building on the 3x optical zoom is clear, and even at 10x, the details of the distant scene are well preserved. Additionally, let's look at the performance of their main cameras at 1x and 2x. For the vivo X200, thanks to the 1.56-inch larger sensor, it can grab sufficient light, producing natural and true color effects and capturing rich details and colors. We can see that the colors in the picture are bright and details are rich, with a good dynamic range and contrast. The vivo X200 Pro is even better in capturing light. With the higher color rendering, it can truly reproduce the color of the subject. The picture here has more realistic colors, stronger detail, and the picture is overall better. Of course, their macro shooting is also very good. We can hardly see the things that are common in daily life in this way, such as leaves, textures, etc. In the newly integrated landscape mode, it's hard to find the various mode settings in the traditional imaging flagship phone because it merges the original night scene, starry sky, and other modes. It also adds different filters for different scenes. Next, you can enjoy the different scenery captured by it. Especially when I'm shooting at night, I can find the noise of the vivo X200 is well controlled, the details of the dark part are retained, and the highlighted part is properly suppressed. The vivo X200 Pro can still retain more details in low-light environments, bringing a shockingly good imaging effect. The picture is pure and the highlight control is more natural. In addition, when shooting other natural sceneries and buildings, they all have a good picture presentation. In addition to portrait shooting, the vivo X200 Pro provides a full focal length portrait shooting. With the unique Zeiss algorithms and style filters, it achieves a DSLR level portrait effect. Especially based on the 85mm ultra clear portrait lens, it also optimizes the 135mm focal length of the telephoto lens. In portrait photography, the 135mm focal length is favored by photographers because it can compress the background, highlight the subject, and is close to the human eye perspective. Therefore, it is known as the classic portrait lens. In actual use, the 135mm focal length shows a clear degree and fine processing ability of the character's details and edges comparable to the original focal length. The vivo X200 portraits are cropped to get the 50mm golden portrait focal length, presenting a natural, real, and aesthetic portrait effect. It also has 5 kinds of focal lengths. In terms of video shooting, they both have a good anti-shake effect, but the difference is that there are more choices in picture quality frame rate for Pro. Pro also supports Dolby Vision, especially this time it also adds a full focal length 10-bit log video recording. This is not the fake filter, but the real log video file. I think maybe most of you don't need this and won't buy it for this, but for those of us who have video creation needs other than the iPhone, there's another choice here, right? With the same configuration, but more favorable prices. Although these two phones have no difference in the specs in the front camera, the vivo X200 Pro has a better performance than the vivo X200, especially in telephoto and portrait shooting, providing more focal length options and more professional shooting effects. So why do I say this is a complete player? One of the most important points is their strong performance. Both phones come with the Dimensity 9400 processor, which is one of the best flagship chips on the market and can provide a strong performance. In the Antutu test, the vivo X200 Pro scores 2.61 million and X200 scored 2.58 million. In the Benchmark 6 and 3D Mark test, they both get very high scores. The performance leap over the vivo X100 Pro is very big. We have always known about the Orange OS, so the newly released Orange OS 5 comes with many apps optimized for the Chinese market. However, after the new global version of the FunTouch OS was released, it brought us a more simple and pure OS. It is especially worth mentioning that the global device I'm using has been updated to the latest firmware version, and it comes with a Google framework and Play Store by default. However, the lack of Orange Island makes me feel very sorry. I think this function is still very convenient. Regarding the screen, the X200 screen refresh rate can reach up to 120Hz. This means it will be very smooth when scrolling, and experience of watching videos and playing games will be especially good. The Pro version screen also supports a 0.1 to 120Hz adaptive refresh rate using LTPO technology, which has a lower power consumption than the LTPS screen of the X200. It can ensure smooth pictures and save battery. Now, when it comes to the battery life, the X200 comes with a 5800 mAh battery, while the Pro model has a larger one. Both phones support 90W ultra-fast charging, but the Pro version offers an additional 30W wireless charging option, giving it an edge in charging versatility. Of course, when it comes to design, there are different colorways. For example, the X200 Pro in my hand with a 3D fiberglass black back cover. There's a kind of understated simplicity. It is also very light. The green color of the X200 is relatively more natural, and the glass on the back reflects different light in different scenarios. Both phones have their unique style. However, there's one thing I have to say about both phones. Sometimes the lens creases tend to collect dust. Fortunately, a brush is all you need to solve the problem. Additionally, both phones have IP68 dust resistant and IP69 waterproofing. The Pro supported USB Type 3.2, while the X200 supported USB Type-C 2.0. This means that the Pro is faster and more stable in data transfer. However, I'm somewhat puzzled by one thing. Why doesn't the vivo X200 use the same ultrasonic fingerprint unlocking technology as the Pro? So overall, the standard version is the more cost-effective choice. The Pro, on the other hand, is for those who need a phone with powerful performance and have high demands for photography. There's an old saying in China, good wine needs no bush, which means that good things will naturally be discovered and recognized by everyone. We also believe that their performance in the imaging system and other aspects will be worth your expectations. If you are very interested in these two, you can look them up in the link down below. That's all for this video. See you next time.